children of Africa. We are the children of Nigeria, the giants of Africa. We are demanding for protection. We are demanding for good food and nutrition. We are demanding for good education. We are demanding for good shelter and care. We are demanding for our right to live in a peaceful environment.
To present a sermon today, Dr. Raju Shehu has arrived to say Ahlan wa sahlan. We also wish to announce the presence of the chairperson Nigerian will come.
It is my great pleasure to address you today on the occasion of the 23rd Day of African Child, being commemorated across the world. The day was originated on 16 June 1971, when more than 20,000 West African students in the town of Soweto took the street, demanding to be taught in their own language. And in response to the agitation, the armed police officers murdered hundreds of these young protesters. Ladies and gentlemen, as a result of the unfortunate incident, the day was declared as public holiday by the Organization of African United Nations in 1991. In honor of those who were killed in the protest, the Ministry for Women and Children Affairs has not been left behind in honoring this day, taking into cognizance that the issue of topmost concern that will involve more opportunities for children are to be discussed. Consequently, on this kind of occasion, our ministry, in collaboration with ProHealth International, Integrated Child Health and Social Services Award, has annually lined up a series of children's activities with a view to according them an ample opportunity to voice out their problems for further action. What has continued to encourage us to organize and coordinate this event at its kind is that total support and cooperation that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Alhaji Dauda Lawal, and his wife, Her Excellency Haji Aburiya Dauda Lawal, is giving to our ministry. We salute His Excellency for this unflinching concern towards the plight of women and children in Zamfara State. Children are the pride of every nation. They are the leaders of tomorrow. This year theme is the right of child in digital environment. This means the integrated use of digital devices for communication technology by training and teaching our children on how to be familiar with use of computer, internet, world wides, taught learning process in education, and make good use of social media. Last year theme is eliminating harmful practices affecting children, which the ministry is advocating for all because of the situation of Zamfara children. This term program of the Day of African Child involves an important message which these young people want to send to both government, parents, and community. People as whole. In last year, the child protection bill was domesticated in the state after the program, and for this year, we want the quick support from government and partner for mapping of vulnerable children data baseline in the state, taking out of school children back to school, and gazetting of this law for distribution to law enforcement agencies, which include 16,000 of course we have police headquarters and divisions, civil defense, human rights commission, and other related agencies due to the higher demand of assented child protection law for easy referral and prosecution. However, the Ministry for Women and Children Affairs must be express its appreciation to ProHealth for effective collaboration that brought about this occasion. We equally acknowledge all the support from our teaming partners who are mostly present here and those who are absent here. I finally welcome you all to this year or this Day of African Child event, and I wish you happy stay with the leaders of our tomorrow. Thank you very much. I welcome you all once.
I am Honorable Awal Muhammad, the Deputy Speaker of Zamfara State Children Parliament. We have come here to pass our good messages to the good government and good people of Zamfara State. I would like to call Honorable Rumaisa Obashir to come and pass her message to the good government of Zamfara State.
Honorable Rumaisa Obashir, representing Aurana Moda, local government of Zamfara State. From this local government girls to the Wada Wasau. Good day to you all. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Congratulations to children of Zamfara State for witnessing this day. Again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to be part of 2023 Day of the African Child. The theme of this day is the right of the child in the digital environment. As this day theme implies, it is the duty of our parents and government to provide to us digital learning material. Due to the advancement of the world, there are many types of digital learning material which a child can learn even at home, where there is insurgency, insecurity, and has to reach area when going to school. With this device, a child can learn a lot in his house and where he is or she is. Through communication, a digital environment is an integrated communication environment where digital device communicate and manage the contact and activities within it. This can be the good use of social media, mobile phone, computer, web. A child can learn and become very educated through the use of the said example, but with parent guide and parent supervision. My dear parent and promising governor of the people, I hope my message sounds clear to you. Thank you.
Honorable Hassana Umar from Government Girls Day Secondary School, Tudunwada, to represent the children from Anka Local Government constituency. I am very pleased for this opportunity given to me to lend my voice on child-related matters while observing this Day of the African Child 2023. My honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I have found it worthy to address you on one of the critical rights that every child needs. That is the right of every child to be protected against violence, exploitation, neglect, and abuse. I have chosen to talk about these problems considering its negative effect to our well-being. Many children are currently undergoing serious neglect and abuse in many communities. Many have also become victims of various forms of violence and exploitation. Children, especially orphans, are vulnerable and in serious need of help. Many of them are being raped, but not reporting to the appropriate organization. Some of them are being tortured with a lot of physical injuries, and many have undergone child labor, excess work, and hard labor, which is the common practice in our communities. Some children are homeless, looking for where to sleep and begging for food to eat. Some living in IDP camp, some living in hosting community, under open roof and floorless room, meaning uncompleted house. Children are supposed to help their parents on household activities like sweeping, going to closed market, fetching water from closed and safe areas, washing their clothes and plates, escorting their fathers to farmland and markets for business, copying them as their role model in good characters, and all forms of children activities at home. Playing and having fun is always constant for us. We want to grow as well disciplined and a good indigene of our state Zamfara and good citizen of Nigeria, our great nation. Let me categorically appeal to all concerned authorities to please take all necessary action to end these menaces against us. We will be very glad to live in a world which is free from all sorts of victimizations. I hope all my narratives will be considered and addressed. Thank you.
I am Honorable Zainab. I am Honorable Zainab Mahim. I am Honorable Zainab Mahi, representing the children from Bakura Local Government Constituency. I am very happy today because the 2023 Day of the African Child has been commemorated. It is a day that serves as a great opportunity to showcase our problems as they affect African children. Our right to benefit fully from education is non-negotiable. The best society is a society that has quality education. The quality education is, however, acquired at the childhood. With good education for children, it results to having so many disciplines in sciences, social sciences, art and humanities, and also produce good things that will curtail corruption, crimes and indiscipline. I want to emphasize on girl child education. It's always addressed as the root of the education. Without a girl child education, the whole nation will be limiting in producing good children. Because of the same, educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. And that applies on both religiously and Western education too. Moreover, except if quality education is ensured, and then the good development will be in place. My honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, let us collectively work for the full attainment of these rights. I am optimistic that you will all support what I am saying about our right to benefit fully from quality education. I appreciate you all and a good night. Permit me to translate what I just said.
I am Honorable Umar Abubakar from GDSS Ngorbaza. I am representing the government day at Abdul School, Gomi local government. I am honorable. I am here today on this day to commemorate my fellow students who fought for our rights in education as an African child proud in Nigeria. I would like to pass this information to the government, parents, guardians, our royal fathers, our imams, pastors, and all concerned citizens to talk about my friends living in rural areas who are out of school. We want children back to school. Many children are out of school due to insurgency and insecurity disturbing our state. They have lost everything concerning education. Some of them even forgot how to read and write because they are no more in their father's land. They moved to the city begging on the street. This disturbed me a lot. As an honorable member, I advocated to the government and philanthropists to talk about, to take back the children to the school. It is the duty of government and all concerned citizens to give us our basic rights, especially protection and education. I am stopping here, and I believe my message has been sent. Thank you.
I'm representing Makara local government. I am standing here before you today on the commemoration of the 2023 Day of the African Child being celebrated on the 16th of April. Despite the theme selected annually, there are some specific issues that affect us as children. These issues are many, but for the betterment of our life, there is a need for effective gazetting of the Child Protection Law (CP) to be distributed to the law enforcement agencies in the state. Distinguished honorable member, ladies and gentlemen, as you might be aware, Child Protection Bill is a paramount bill that every child and the entire society's demand. It is a bill that contains almost the basic right that we may require for the greatness of our nation. As we remain the leaders of tomorrow, it will serve as guide to punishing offenders who are denying children their rights. Therefore, we are advocating for an effective response for our request. With this few remarks, I am sure that all the stakeholders of the the bill will be convinced and will work tirelessly to ensure full distribution of the bill. Thank you and God bless.
I'm Honorable Khadija Muhammad, representing Gusau Local Government Constituency. May I start with appreciating your presence here, demonstrating your concern to the plight of the African child, particularly the girl with special needs in our societies. It is imperative to draw our attention on the unfortunate neglect of girls with special needs in most of our communities. These girls are those who are accidentally or by natural cause are physically challenged. Some are dumb and deaf, people, blind, etc. These girls are well talented and always ready to be taken into consideration in all aspects of endeavors. Those are maltreating them should stop, please. Instead, they should show them topmost care for their effective well-being. These girls should be listening and supportive accordingly on what they are asking for. Government should do more for their education and other rights. Let us all assist them in all they need. Thank you.
From Ake local government, I am representing the peoples from my local government. The primary peoples are part of this commemoration day. And we want the government to consider us as a good children and the leaders of tomorrow who can participate in any competition representing our state. We are the beginners, which everyone has passed through our stage. So we hope this request will be considered. Thank you.
I'm Honorable Safiya Yusuf. You are most welcome to our great commemoration of this year Day of African Child. Today I want to talk about the Household Economic Strengthening, HES. What we mean by HES is providing any good income generating activities, IGA, that will make our parents to be self-reliant. Most of our parents, especially women, need a small amount of money for just starting us and provide us to go to school and for our day-to-day activities. Our caregivers need skills acquisition like tailoring, pump making, sewing, farming, shopping, and any other good source of living. With this new government of His Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal and his wife, who are committed to women and children, I believe He will fulfill all our dreams, inshallah. May Allah protect and guide His good government of their time. Amen. I hope I have passed a clear message to all of you. Thank you.
I am Honorable Duan from Gusau, representing Gumi constituency. I am here to present you a poem called The Mother Child. Hands are so shaky and slippery to let go of the mother child. Mother in tender pain in her shoulder like heartburn. She became unthinking falling force. Stretch all force to reach hold the child repeatedly in vain. Mother child is crying loud. I can hear. My heart supported and heel bone at one leg. Limped near the mother to call her name in case she had anybody in her reddish silence. Mother child is unaware of event prior to take her for chest scanning. She sobbed and sighs. Mom and Dad, sorry for the wounds. Thank you all.
Children of Africa, we are the children of Nigeria, the giants of Africa. We are demanding for protection. We are demanding for good food and nutrition. We are demanding for good education. We are demanding for good shelter and care. We are demanding for our right to live in a peaceful environment.
Good children determine good nation, and we are the leaders of tomorrow.
I am African child. I am representing a child Liberia.
Good education is the key to success and discipline.
I am African child. I present my city Togo.
I am African child. I am representing Guinea. Stop young child. I want to go to school and stay home with our mother.
I am representing Africa. There is always ability in this ability. I am an African child. I am representing Sierra Leone.
I am an African child representing Niger.
Food nutrition produces good intelligence. Children, we need food and nutrition for better development of our brain.
I am an African child representing my country, Ghana.
I am an African child representing my country, Burkina Faso.
Stop right now, you are not above the law.
I am an African child representing my country, Ghana.
Children with special needs are exceptional and wild talent. With disability, there is always ability.
I am an African child representing my country, Nigeria.
Ta bikin yaren Afirka, ranar yaren Afirka ta duniya, wanda a wannan rana ta ranar 16 ga watan 6 shekarar miladiya ta 2023. Kamar yadda famanin sakatare ta wannan ma'aikata ta gabatar, asalin wannan biki ya samo asali ne daga lokacin da wasu yara daga South Africa suka lura da irin yadda ake taushe masu haƙƙi, abin da ya shafi ilimi da sauransu, suka fito don su nuna ƙorafinsu. Da ƙarshe aka zo aka kashe da yawa daga cikinsu, aka ga cewa abin da suke nema haƙƙinsu ne. Saboda haka aka raya wannan ranar domin duk shekara a zo a tunawa al'ummomi irin haƙƙi na yara ƙanana. A nan wurin an gayyato cewa in yi bayani kan abin da ya shafi haƙƙin yara a musulunci. In wa musulunci ya ba yara haƙƙi tun asali. Shari'a ta wajabta haƙƙin yara tun yaro na cikin ciki, ba a yadda a zubar da shi ba sai yana akwai wani dalili tabbatacce. Zaɓa masa suna na ƙwarai, abin da ya shafi haƙƙin ciyarwa, shayar da mama, reno da kula shi. Sannan yara ga musulunci an ɗauke su wata kwalliyar rayuwa ce. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yana faɗar almalu wal banuna zinatul hayatid dunya. Yara da dukiya su ne kwalliyar duniya. Da zarar ya zama babu yara, to duniyar ba za ta yi sha'awa ba. Shi yasa har cikin aljanna Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yake faɗar ya tufu alaihim wildanun mukhalladun. Yara ƙanana za su zo suna zagaye ga iyayensu 'yan aljanna. Wannan shi ne cikar farin ciki. ‘Yan uwa, manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya ce bai tare da mu duk wanda bai ji tausan ƙarami ba, bai girmama babba ba. Yaran nan ƙanana musulunci ya ba su haƙƙin a ilmantar da su. Manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya muna bayanin cewa babu wata kyauta wadda mahaifi zai yi wa ɗansa fiye da ya mai kyakkyawan ladabtarwa, ya ilmantar da shi, ya tabbatar da ya tashi yaro na gargari. Babu abin da ya fi wannan. Hakanan manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya faɗa muna akrimu auladakum wa ahsinu adabahu. Ku tabbatar da kun girmama yaran ku, sannan kuma ku tabbatar da kun kyautar da ladabtar da su. Alhamdulillah, a wannan taro da muke yi duk wani wanda ya cancanci ya ji saƙon nan yana wurin nan. Matar mai daraja mataimakin gwamna wadda ke wakiltar matar mai daraja gwamna, wanda su suka san zafin yara to kun ji irin yaran nan abubuwan da suka nema. Hakanan kuma idan muka zo 'yan majalisar mu da dama suna wurin nan, wakilin head of staff yana wurin nan, ga famanin sakatare ma'aikatar mata wadda ke wakiltar kwamishina, dukkan kun ji wannan. Yaren jihar Zamfara suna ɗaya daga cikin yara waɗanda yanzu suna cikin wani hali wanda ya cancanci a tausaya musu. Mu yi tunanin da yawa daga cikin yaran nan an watsa iyayensu suna nan babu makarantu. Mu zagaya a ƙauyukan mu lokacin daban-daban, makarantu na can empty, babu yara cikin su. Ina yaran suna nan suna ragaita cikin gari. Sannan abun bakin ciki a ce a Zamfara state babu boarding school guda ta gwamnati. Maimakon yaran nan in ƙauye bai zaunuwa a ce suna nan a boarding school, babu boarding guda. Kuna irin science Gusau wadda ke ga ta tsakiyar gari an rufe ta. Irin Jigas Government Girls Arabic Secondary School ga ta tsakiyar gari, duka babu wa'annan makarantu. To bisa ga wannan haƙƙin yara a musulunci dole ne a ilmantar da su don su zama yara na gargari. Bisa ga wannan nike kira zuwa ga shugabanni, duk wanda ke iya isar da wannan sakon a yi ƙoƙarin isar da sakon wa'annan yara. Sun ce suna da haƙƙin su rayu cikin kwanciyar hankali, suna da haƙƙin su samu ilimi, suna da haƙƙin kowane irin ci gaba. Don haka iyaye da shugabanni a isar da koken waɗannan yaran zuwa ga inda ya kamata wannan saƙon ya isa, ya koma yaran jihar Zamfara za su iya kwamfitin da kowane irin yara na kowace jiha da kowace ƙasa. Da fatan Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ya sama wannan taron albarka. Wa'annan yaran mun ga irin jajircewar su, mafi yawan su daga public school, amma irin yadda suka gabatar da abubuwan nan abubuwan mamaki ne. Muna fatan Allah ya saka musu da alkhairi, ya saka wa kuma malaman su don su suka yi tsaye wajen tarbiyyantar da su da alkhairi. Da fatan Allah ya mai da kowa gidansa lafiya. Allah ya sa kwalliya ta biya kuɗin sabulu, kai ya zama bukin mun zo ne kawai mun yi buki mun wace, a'a kamata yi a ga canji. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
To bayani da ya riga ya gabata, kuma shi dokta ya riga ya yi ma wagga topic adalci daidai gwargwado cikin lokacin da aka bashi, amma dai sai dan karin da ba a rasa ba. Kamar yadda ya yi bayani, duka wanda ya kamata ya fahimci sakon da ya kamata a bayar akan kare haƙƙin yara a addinance suna wannan wuri. Ɗaya daga cikin haƙoƙan yara da ya karanta mana shine a ba su ilimi mai inganci. Ilimi yana da muhimmanci ga yara, to amma ba bayar da ilimin ba, yadda aka bayar da ilimin shi ma yana da muhimmanci. Kamar misali, mun san kwanakin bayan shekarun da suka gabata akwai jihohin da sun hana almajiranci a jihohinsu. Muka samu wasu shugabanni da suka ce ai almajiran duka su dawo Zamfara, amma almajiran nan in suka zo Zamfara wurin da suke karatu babu toilet, ba wurin wanka, ba shimfiɗa mai kyau, ba wurin kwana, ba abinci. Ban san wani irin ilimi ne za a ba yara mai muhimmanci wanda zai musu tasiri ba a cikin wannan yanayi. Tunanina shine haƙƙi ne ga shugabanni, haƙƙi ne ga uwaye su samun maɗiyansu makaranta mai kyau, wurin neman karatu mai kyau, don in wuri ya inganta ilimi ma zai inganta, sannan lafiyar su ma za ta inganta. In ba su da lafiya ba za su iya karatu. Abu na biyu shine ya ma ake ba da karatu shi kenan, wani yare ake amfani da shi wurin ba da karatu. Muna da makarantun boko da yawa, muna da makarantun addini da yawa, muna da ɗaliban da suna zuwa islamiyoyi amma ba su je boko. Shin su za a kalle su ba su da ilimi ne a mahangan boko, ko a su ma akwai yadda za a inganta ilimin nan na addini da ake ba su sai amfani da shi don su inganta rayuwarsu. Su kuma waɗanda suke ba ilimin boko, ta yaya za a ƙara musu da na addini, don addini shi ne hanyar rayuwa. Babu wani mutum da zai zama accomplished a rayuwar shi ba tare da ya san menene addinin shi ba kuma yana practicing addinin. So waɗannan hanyoyi, waɗannan buƙatu muna kira ga mahukunta da shugabanni su diba mana su, a daure a inganta su, a ba yaran ku ilimi yadda ya kamata don future din mu ta zama assured insha Allah. Na gode kwarai, Allah ya saka da alheri. Thank you very much.
alhamdulahi wannan rana ce ta farin ciki kuma rana ce da ya kamata a nuna alhini a madadin yan uwanmu yara akan hali da suke ciki na matsalolin rayuwa daban-daban. So alhamdulahi a madadin ni kaina mazaɓata da kuma house gaba ɗaya ina ba yan uwana shugabannin gobe tabbacin cewa insha Allah ta'ala Zamfara State House Assembly ba za su yi wata ba wurin yin kaddamar da duk wata doka ko sauƙaƙewa wurin taimaka ma cewa sun ga iya rayuwarsu ta inganta a addinanci da kuma ilimanci insha Allah ta'ala. So kuma na tabbata cewa mai girma gwamnan jihar Zamfara shi ma a shirye yake duk abin da ya shafi rayuwar ɗan adam musamman yara da mata wurin cewa ya taimaka. Insha Allah kuma majalisar dokoki za ta yi kawance da mai girma gwamna da gwamnatin shi wurin ganin wannan abubuwa sun tabbata. Allah ta'ala ya sa muku albarka, ya sa mu rayuwar albarka, ya kare mu da mutuncin mu da imanin. Ina yi muku wa fata alkhairi yadda kowa ya zo wannan lafiya, Allah mai da shi lafiya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I stand here on behalf of the Chief of Staff to the Executive Governor, Honorable Mukhtar Muhammad Lugga, who said I should leave whatever I'm doing to be here to represent him, to hear on behalf of the state government the plights of our children who have just presented, wonderful presentations regarding the issue of their plights. Their message has been sent across, and I want to add here that while this program is going on here, my distinguished guest, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, the Lawan, is in Abuja right now holding meeting with the Executive Secretary of the Universal Basic Education Board in Abuja to fine-tune ways of how best to come out with strategy and how to improve the education at the grassroots level. Education forms part of the 6th cardinal policy program of the present administration of Dr. Lawa, apart from security. Therefore, he attaches high premium on the issue of education. That is why he's now having a parley with the highest authority in Nigeria regarding the issue of education at the basic level. He's also holding another meeting today with the Chief of Defense Staff on how to come out also with another strategy on the issue of the precarious security situation in the state. There is also another issue that borders this state, which is the issue of empowerment of women and youth. So this one also is part of the 6th cardinal policy of the present administration, which Zamfara is being ravaged by, decades of insecurity, which make people to become very poor and poorer day by day. That is why the government wanted to come up with policy issues regarding how to put empowerment, particularly to women and children that were ravaged by this issue of insecurity and banditry. So I stand here on behalf of the Chief of Staff, and I want to first of all also acknowledge the initiative of this Ministry of Women and Children in collaboration with the Pro Health International for commemorating this 2023 Day of African Child. I believe the state government is up and doing, seeing that the plight of these children will not just go in vain, and all hands, inshallah, who must be on deck to see how best to come up with all these policies. When they were saying it, I'm just very happy with the way and manner these very children, mainly from the public schools, making their presentations individually and collectively. So I thank you very much on behalf of Zamfara State Government for inviting us to be here with you, and inshallah all the messages sent will be delivered to the government for prompt action. On behalf of Zamfara State Government, I want to appreciate each and everybody that is here for finding it worthy to be part of this today's occasion. Thank you very much, and I wish each and every person safe trip back to his or her respective destination. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Celebrating International Women's Day, International Democracy Day, Father's Day, and now our Children's Day, which they are voicing out their grievances, complaints, and everything that is deserved to be attended to. Your Excellency, you are quite aware of the present predicament of education in Zamfara State, which, if every state is to develop and exist, the first fundamental issue to be given most priority is education. It is being said, if you want to kill a nation, don't fight them, just kill their education. Once education is killed, everything is killed. The previous speakers have spoken about the education, which one of them now segregated to the religious education and the Western education per se. These are two fundamental educations that we all believe is paramount, especially Zamfara State as it is, which one of our slogans is the home of Sharia. And without this education, how do we go about it? These are our children. They need health, they need security, they need education. If we can give them this, definitely we know we are done with their problem. They need nothing at this now more than these three key issues. I'm pleading on behalf of the Nigerian Labour Congress chairperson, who is unavoidably absent, but his mind is here. Please, we are pleading with this government, even by its slogan, rescue Zamfara. Please rescue these children. Thank you.
Greetings. I would like to use this opportunity on behalf of the Chief of Party or on behalf of Prophet International to extend our gratitude to Zamfara State Government for granting us an MOU to implement in the state as EXAFO project, that is OVC partners. I also like to thank the Minister of Human Affairs for their support. I also like to thank Minister of Health, our CSO, Voluntary Aid Initiative, who happens to be our consulting partners in the state. This is a great day to mark the activity of Day of African Child, to hear African children calling us to order and speaking truth to power. It is a great privilege to see young people who want to collaborate with us so that together we can change our continent. African Child is the future of Africa. If we fail to invest in our future, it means we are prepared for a turbulent and a future that we wouldn't want to invest in. Therefore, you all agree with me that many children, however, still don't have the opportunity to go to school. And school is one of the 6 components, or let me say, the 6th aspiration of the chapter of this day we are marking today. And EXAFO project, that is the OVC partner in the state, our activities cut across the 5 of these 10 aspirations. Aspiration number 3 is talking about birth registration, and that is one of our safe components. And aspiration number 4 is talking about a healthy child. That is our healthy domain. It's all about ensuring a child is nourished and a child grows and healthy. Aspiration number 5 is talking about nourishment. Aspiration number 6 is talking about an access to quality education. And one of our domain is school. We ensure enrollment and re-enrollment of our children back to school. We also do block granting. Aspiration number 7, which is one of the aspiration we are covering, is it talks about protection against violence, exploitation, neglect, and abuse of any form. So I want to appeal to Zamfara State Government, the Ministry of Women Affairs, and other key actors to help us in our quest to see that this aspiration has been achieved. You all agree with me that the future of these children is our collective responsibility. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you for help. Thank you for being collaborative.
Protocol duly observed on behalf of Voluntary Aid Initiative. We hold major 3 outputs in the state. 1, mu wayar da kan al'umma kan abubuwan da zai inganta rayuwar ƙananan yara, sannan kuma mu sa ido musamman akan cin zarafi, kuma mu bi don a tabbatar an hukunta su. The 3rd one has to do with mu advocating for program and policies wanda zai inganta rayuwar ƙananan yara a jihar Zamfara. And for us, we are a partner to ProHealth International in the area of Integrated Child Health Service Award. We will continue to partner with Ministry of Women Affairs and other partners in the state. Her Excellency, please kindly isar da sakonmu zuwa ga mai girma mataimakin gwamna, matar gwamna, da shi kanshi Dr. Dauda Lawal, His Excellency, mu tashi tsaye wajen bido manyan kungiyoyin duniya wanda za su shigo domin su taimaka mana bisa ga halin da muka samu kanmu. Thank you very much.
I proceed. I want our children, or all of us here, may I ask all to all rise and observe a 1-minute silence in honor of this great day. May we all rise, please. Let's all rise and observe a 1-minute silence in honor of our great children. You may all sit down now. Thank you very much. In marking the World Day Against Child Labor, this FIDA Nigeria sees this significant occasion to remind all of us the urgent need to eradicate child labor and safeguard the rights of children, particularly in our communities in Nigeria. We find repeated infringements, despite the fact that Nigeria is signatory to has ratified or domesticated conventions that ban child labor. It is therefore sad to note that the child labor is still on the rise in our communities, and we must aggressively tackle this evil menace that stifles the proper growth and development of the children. Child labor has remained a pervasive issue that affects millions of children globally, depriving them of their childhood education, a safe environment, and we demand social justice in this respect. In recent years, in some social justice, I thought, has become just and prominent as human rights. It's essentially a concept of fairness, equitable division of resources. The abolition of child labor is the cornerstone of the aspiration for social justice, through which every worker can claim freely and on the basis of equality of opportunity and treatment of their fair share of wealth that they might have helped to generate. We invite individuals, organizations, stakeholders to join us in the noble cause and effectively contribute to creating a world where every child is protected and further secured. FIDA actively supports initiatives that promote the enforcement of effective legislation against child labor, including the strengthening of child protection mechanisms. We work towards empowering communities to identify and report cases of child labor, providing legal and support to affect children and their families in line with the theme. FIDA reaffirms its dedication to fighting child labor through legal advocacy, awareness campaign, and community engagement. We call upon government, non-government organizations, business business and communities to unite and take concrete steps to end child labor and protect the well-being of the children. And we firmly believe that every child deserves a childhood free from exploitation and opportunity to develop their fullest potentials. Together, let us raise our voice, advocate for change, and take action to eliminate child labor in Zamfara State and in Nigeria as a whole. Thank you very much.
Haƙƙinsu ne iyayensu su ba su, kuma gwamnati ta ba su, ta tabbatar musu da wannan. So abinda aka kira munan shine alhamdulillah akwai matan mataimakin gwamna wadda ka presentin matan gwamna, akwai kuma daga State House of Assembly, akwai ma'aikata, akwai iyaye duka, kowa dai ya ji abubuwan da yaran nan suka faɗa, saƙon da suka aika ya kamata a kula da shi, a tabbatar da shi don haƙƙinsu ne wanda ya kamata a kiyaye musu don su zama manyan gobe da ake cewa na kwarai wanda za su jagoranci al'umma nan gaba, kuma jihar Zamfara ta zama jiha wadda ta fi kowace jiha. Kowa ya san jihar Zamfara ta zaman lafiya, amma yanzu mun samu kamar cikin wannan dama matsala ta rashin tsaro. A gaskiya gwamnati sai ta yi aiki sosai tare da ƙungiyoyi masu zaman kansu da masana don a nemo hanya wadda za a ceto al'umma. Za kana cikin gari za ka ga yara suna yawo, za ka ga iyaye mata suna yawo da yara ƙanana, ana makaranta lokacin. Ya kamata duk irin waɗannan a duba, a lalabo hanyoyi da za a samu hanyoyin magance wannan matsaloli. Na gode kwarai. Abu na ƙarshe shine a kula da malaman su ma. Jin daɗin malamai yana da muhimmanci don su suka rika yaran nan har suka yi abubuwan da suka yi wanda mu muka ci shawa. To ya kamata a kula da wannan shi ma. Mun gode kwarai.
Before I go further with my speech, I would like to say today I stand in front of you as representative of my husband, the Executive Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Malam Mani Malam Mummun Masamar Mudi, and also representing the First Lady of Zamfara State, Hajia Huria Dauda Lawal.
Greetings. Today I stand in front of you all, not just as a person who aims to deliver a speech, but to promote child protection and to leave a message inside you. As this name implies, the basic right of the children is the duty of all. Children are precious. They are gifts, a blessing. That is all. They are gifts. They are gifts, a blessing. This is why they should be treated as one. Children's rights were created to protect children from being maltreated and wrong actions for discipline. A child has the right to be sheltered, taken care of, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. A child has the right to be educated, and lastly, a child should be loved. According to Islam, a child has the right to legitimacy, a good name. A child has the right to shelter, maintenance, and health care. Mothers are obligated to breastfeed a child at least for a good 2 years. They also have the right for financial security. Parents are obligated to see to the religious training, proper education, training in sport, and self-defense of their children. According to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, there are 4 principles of rights of children. Firstly, a child should not experience discrimination as much as possible. Secondly, all actions and decisions concerning the child should be for their best interest. Thirdly, there should be a child survival and development. Fourth and final is about the view of the child. This means the voice of the child must be heard and acknowledged at all times. My children, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know this and put this in your mind, that this government of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, is committed on every issue concerning women, children, and even the youth of the state. None of their rights will be denied, inshallah. I could remember there is a quote saying, the right delayed is the right denied. Martin Luther King Jr. Therefore, we will not allow our rights to be denied, inshallah. The government will try its best in responding to your messages in a positive ways. I want you to know this. Your problem is our problem, and your happiness is our happiness, my children. As for the permanent secretary of this ministry, Dr. Barira Ibrahim Bogobiri, I really appreciate your efforts in building this ministry and having capacitated staff who took time in training the good children I'm seeing today. Indeed, you are a great leader. Well done. I wish I could stay 24 hours listening to my children's messages, but I want them to rest, and time may not permit me to stay there much longer. So I will stop here, but always keep in touch with the ministry and the children. Thank you and remain blessed.
I am extremely happy for having a successful event of the 2023 Day of the African Child, organized by our ministry in collaboration with ProHealth International Africa. Alhamdulillah, on behalf of the Ministry for Women and Children Affairs and ProHealth International, I express our immense gratitude to all of you for honoring our invitation despite your numerous schedules. We thank you most sincerely, all our invited guests, as your presence has encouraged these children and reflect their performance. Moreover, we must appraise all our partners like UNICEF, UNFPA, Save the Children International, HCL, Society Family Health, and all the stakeholders for their diverse support and cooperation towards our activities that have impact on both women and children. Let me appreciate our honorable members from Children Parliament for their wonderful presentation, commitment in performing their duties towards children. Special thanks to Her Excellency and her entourage for her presence and contribution. We have also acknowledged the effort of our directors, deputy directors, all of staff of the ministry. We thank you all and praying for your safe return back home safely. And also we thank all the media here present, the security, and the drama crew who presented a very well, good, educative drama. So, assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good day to you all.
Sassabcin rayuwa da samun ni'ima sai da dausayin baka lafiya ciki lafiya. Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center suke da mu'assasa ta wargaji yunwa da kawar da kishirwa da waɗansu ɓuraguzai da ke yi wa ciki barazana tare da samar da nishaɗi nan take. Daga karin kumallo har zuwa hantsi ya dubi lude ko tafiya kake yi ko a gida kake. Hanzarta a Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center a nan ne ake sarrafa abinci nan take. Abinci na zamani da namu na gargajiya ga nau'in sarrafawa da ma miyar da kake so. Kama daga shinkafa da sarrafa shinkafa a nau'i daban-daban, ga tuwon shinkafa, sabon bita, couscous, fatan doya da na wake har ma da waina, da nau'in karin kumallon safe haɗi da shayin madara da mai samar da nishadi, da waɗansu nau'in abinci iri-iri. Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center za a iya kai muku abinci a duk inda kuke so, ga bukin aure ko walimar suna, da waɗansu taruka ga ma'aikatu da hukumomin gwamnati da ma ƙungiyoyi. A Safiyar Restaurant and and Event Center akwai katafaren ɗakin taro mai ɗaukar fiye da mutum 200. Wannan ɗakin taro da aka ƙawata tamkar kana a waje. Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center akwai wurin wankin mota ga masu buƙatar yada zango, ga masallaci an samar domin sauke farale, ga masafkin manya wato BIP har ma da wurin zaman mata domin cin abinci a tsanaki tare da kulawa ta musamman. Mazaunin Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center na nan a Daza, titin Kauran Namoda, hannun riga da rukunin gidajen bankin samar da lamunin gidaje na gwamnatin tarayya wato Federal Mortgage Bank, ko a tuntuɓe lambobin waya 081-09-09-0736 ko 090-20-78-4343. Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center su ne a zahiri, babu zancen kawa ko kilkali daga nesa. Ziyarce mu ka tabbatar da mu ne na gaba kuma mun zarce wa tsara. Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center muna buɗiya tun daga karfe 8 na safe zuwa karfe 8 na dare. Ga mu da ƙwararrun ma'aikata da suka yi hulɗa da haba-haba da jama'a. Muna maraba da ku a Safiyar Restaurant and Event Center. Sai kun zo.